Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't go away. But like Coach told us, they were going to come in there. They were going to play hard. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. I mean, we got the win. That's all that matters. But they were a tough playing team. I give them that much.
Julian probably had his best game of the year. Kept the ball alive on the boards, did some nice things. Are you seeing that progress in practice from him?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. I mean, it translated into the game because for the last week or so, that's the best practice. He's been practicing the best he ever had, and it translated into the game, as we all seen.
Julian had kind of a calming effect there from the time he came in the middle of the first half. Otherwise, what helped you guys pull it together? Because offensively, the first 10, 12 minutes, you guys were completely out of sync. What helped you guys sew it together?
I mean, just the huddles. We talked. We had to talk it over. I mean, we let their pressure speed us up. I mean, we knew we weren't supposed to do that in the beginning, but it ended up happening. But we eventually slowed it down and started making the right passes.
You have one more game here. How has it been playing at this arena where you don't get a lot of chance to practice? Is the shooting background difficult? Just how is it playing here in Atlanta?
No, I mean, we come in and practice on some of those days, so the shooting background doesn't really affect us, I don't believe. I mean, we just got to knock down shots. That's why we come in there early and get used to the basket as much as we can. I don't think it affects us that much.
Going into the game plan, did you have the feeling that you'd win the game on the boards? You had a big rebounding margin tonight.
Yeah, that was our main thing in practice, pre-game. That's what was the main thing we were focusing on, establishing our dominance on the glass, because we felt like we had kind of didn't do as well as we'd like the last couple of games, and we just knew there was a big emphasis for us tonight.
Coach, watching your body language during the game, this seemed to be maybe one of the most frustrating games that you have this season.
Well, we didn't play very well. And it wasn't, I can live with. We didn't play with the effort that you need to play with, or the concentration that you need to play with. That's when you have 22 turnovers. That's concentration and understanding and reading situations. They missed some shots too. We had a lot of defensive breakdowns as well. So, for the first time, we did not build on what we have done in the past. Not evaluating on a win or loss, evaluating on the process and so forth. And today we didn't do the job that we need to do every day out. And there's no difference between building it today than yesterday in practice. And so it was disappointing. I'm disappointed, and we got to respond. And that's a big thing we've talked about, is being able to respond, and we'll find out tomorrow how we respond.
Was it a concern the way you started out both halves of the game?
I'm trying to think how we started the second half. The timeout. Well, yeah, the timeout, because we didn't execute the baseline out of bounds play very well. But I think the first 4 minutes of the second half, I think it was 6-6. I think we tied that round, and in the second round we did better. So, I don't even think it was just how we started. I think that was 40 minutes of, something that did not resemble the type of basketball we need to play at the energy level and the effort level. Now, we had a couple guys play that way. I thought Julian Royal did. I thought he played with a great energy level. He had 5 offensive rebounds. A couple of them were big plays for us that were just pure hustle plays. That was good to see that as a freshman now. He's starting to be able to do some of that stuff. So I was very pleased with his performance tonight.
He had 7 rebounds, but on a lot of other plays, he kept the ball alive for someone else to get the rebound.
Right. I was pleased with his performance tonight. Probably the maybe the only bright spot for me.
Coach, would it be right to say when he started playing significant minutes there in the first half, he literally helped you guys stabilize a little bit? Because the first, you turned it over four of the first 6, I think.
Yeah.
And he came in, and you guys.
Well, I'm not. He made a couple shots, but those turnovers were not from the post. So he didn't have a big effect on us not turning the ball over. Those were from the guards, But what he did is, we he was able to make a couple post moves and he made the jump shot. What he did, I'm not sure he stabilized. He saved our butt. It's a big difference, by making a couple shots. I don't think he calmed us down. He's not, he doesn't play that role right now. But, again, he was a better player than whoever was guarding him, and he was able to make a couple plays for us.
Do you think some of your issues with the energy level and effort and whatnot are related to either the layoff or having exams this week?
I mean, everybody would say that. But here's the way we have to do it. Every day you have to come and work. And so that's regardless of it's a finals or not. You can use that as a legitimate excuse, but haven't had finals for the last 3 days, and so, I think our habits at times need to continue to improve on a daily basis, and we'll play better. But this is the first time this year that I really was disappointed in the energy level and the effort that we gave. And still, I say that, and we held them to 35% from the field, and we out-rebounded them by 22. You know what I mean? How much is that we're just better than they are, much better than they are, or, are we maybe raising the standards in those two areas a little bit? And so, we got to understand that.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about, looks like the decision to put the ball in Glen's hands towards the latter part of the second half?
It was just whoever, in terms of with him and Mufon out there. And I'm not sure you can really say that. Mufon went to the line 14 times. So he had the ball in his hands a lot at the end of the game.
I was more or less talking about when Pierre was in the game, and it seemed like Glen was the one bringing it.
Glen's been playing the point for us now for the last 3 or 4 games, and he's done a good job of being able to do that. I think he takes advantage because now the guy guarding him is probably more of a 3-man and maybe can't get after the ball as much. Plus our guards, with some of the stuff we run, it's interchangeable. Plus, they were full court pressuring the whole game, and so whoever we got it into, I think a lot of times in the instances you're talking about, Glen was able to get the ball, and so now we want to clear that out once he gets the ball. There were some times with Mufon in there that Glen ran the point, and there were some times with Mufon, there was some times with Pierre. So I thought, other than I'm not sure we had any turnovers against that pressure other than a couple guys trying to make some moves that they're not capable of making.